call our specially called meeting to order. First item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda itself, and I would accept a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the agenda as presented.
A motion has been made. I'll go ahead and second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor of approving the agenda signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. That brings us to our public comments, of course. Speakers will be given a 5-minute maximum time limit to speak before the Board of Elections about various topics, issues, and concerns. Speakers must direct comments to the board, and responses are reserved at the direction of the board. So if we have any public comments, please approach the podium, state your name and your Fayette County residency.
Hi, my name is Jamie Harmon, and I am a resident of Fayette County. And the reason I'm rising today is because I have been certified to run elections in 2 states, in the state of Mississippi and Georgia. And Tuesday, we had a number of unforced errors that we need to look into those. There were not enough BMDs at the the highest traffic polling locations we had. We did not have enough BMDs, and that should have been known ahead of time. Generally, we should take into account, although historically how many people have voted, you need to have enough supplies on hand to support the number of eligible voters in a precinct, and that did not happen. And it was just very horrible. Fayette County, of all the 159 counties in Georgia, should never have 2-hour wait times. That was embarrassing. It hurt. I was, as a former poll manager, I was strictly appalled, and I wanted to jump in and help, but I could not because I had not been sworn in. We must not ever repeat this here in Fayette County. We are too good to do such things. And thank you.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is our only item of new business, which is the review of precinct returns. And I believe we have our election summary report before us. We have, yes, it's got everything, all the races in it. We could take a peek at this time. Director Garrett, do you have any specific comments about
I do.
precinct returns?
Yes. I do want to note that Board Member Alexander Vice Chair Alexander was granted the opportunity to come into the office and do a pre-review. So I wanted to acknowledge that, which is why you don't have as much as you do in your package, as well as my computer. We're over here tussling right now. But also, I wanted to go over the provisionals when we were done, just a little bit, giving verbiage there, and give statistics. So, come up. I was thinking about which order I wanted to go in. So, for this election, the May 19th, 2026 general primary election, we had a turnout of 37.87%. And to add to the public comment, I do want to publicly apologize because I 98% agree with everything that was said during public comment. I did take a hit. I did miscalculate, and we did not have enough machines to reduce the lines at certain polling locations. So I promised and vowed that we're going to go back and look at some things and make sure that we make proper adjustments going forth. If it helps a little, I guess I can repeat it at the 5 o'clock meeting. But on Monday, in preparation, I did deploy because I do want to make sure that I notate the steps that I took to try to alleviate it throughout the day. So on Monday, we did send out extra BMDs to Brooks, Stars Mills, Whitewater, Woolsey, Kedron, and Rising Star. I did overlook Sandy Creek. It should have went out to Sandy Creek as well, but I realized that on Tuesday morning, and we sent out more BMDs there. Should it have been more? Absolutely. By the time we calculated it, it was too late to not diminish the value of the office in preparation for election night check-in to be able to get that equipment deployed out there. During the day, Europe, which should have had extra BMDs on Monday, so I want to be accountable for my actions, did get 4 additional BMDs, and I went out there myself to talk to them and the voters and to check things out, and they seemed to be well by the afternoon. So they received 4 BMDs by around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Dogwood received 2 extra BMDs, as well as Sandy Creek, Oak Ridge, and Spring Hill. So I agree with Ms. Harmon's comment. Oh, and Woolsey, yes, and that was the day before and the day of. But I agree with her comment, and I take full responsibility for that, and I'll be looking into that going forward. I am interested to know where there were 2-hour waits though, because we did watch those things. And I also inadvertently heard Ms. Harmon say that she was willing to come back and serve in the office because she wanted to jump in, but she did not take her oath, which is correct. But I wanted to make sure that she knew that we need more good, great, excellent poll officials who are as knowledgeable as her. So she is more than welcome to come back to the office and serve in the field. She's always welcome. With that, I will talk about our provisional ballots. So in front of you, you have a one-sheeter small print of provisional ballots. Majority of our provisionals were out of precinct. We had a total of 26 provisionals. Out of those 26 provisionals, 5 were rejected and 21 were accepted. And you have that list in front of you. Right now, we currently have one person who is still pending. He has until 5 o'clock today to bring their ID into the office. So for that reason, I would not be able to provide the provisional calculations, tabulations to you until we do our certification meeting. Other than that, we don't have anything additionally outstanding. Yes, ma'am.
The 26 provisionals, that includes the one that's still outstanding?
That is correct.
So I presume that they're included in the 21 accepted.
I'm sorry, you're correct. So 5 rejected, 20 accepted, and 1 pending.
Okay.
Very correct.
Sorry. Okay. And it looks like most of them that were rejected were, well, rather
Not
small
registered in
print.
Fayette, not registered in Fayette in the proper time period, registered for Fulton County,
Okay.
not
it's really
timely
odd.
registered in Fayette,
Yeah,
not
okay.
timely registered. Yeah, so
Great.
it's just timeline and then residence.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all.
Cool.
Do we need any action at this point? I mean,
No, it's just to look at the
Just-
we're just
review
observing? Okay.
and to ask any questions that you have.
I will, for the record, make my normal comment
Yes, ma'am.
on the election summary report that the number of registered voters, as this sheet is required to say, is not registered voters, it is active voters.
That's correct.
That is correct. Yes. And I will have the full voter count during the regular meeting. That includes inactive. But those numbers come from the state, so,
I
yes,
know.
as we discussed.
I understand. So, and when we meet again at 5, so that you can reflect the provisionals,
Yes, ma'am.
then this whole thing will change, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, okay. Have you ever gone and looked, once we submit our statement of votes cast, we've uploaded everything, and you can go to the Secretary of State and check any county, right, on totals and all sorts of breakdowns. But have you ever gone and checked, like, there's one of the uploads that is totals by precinct by vote method,
Okay.
okay? Have you ever gone in and checked what the Secretary of State shows versus what you give us?
On their website?
Uh-huh.
No.
It's very interesting.
The registrar does, but I have not personally.
The registrar does?
Yes.
That person back there?
Our previous registrar has, he lives, he could,
The reason that I'm
Like-
asking, the reason I'm asking is because this has been going on since '24, where, and I don't think hardly any counties are checking, so they don't know. If you go in and look at '24 forward, you can check any county, and you will see that all the precincts are listed and the totals are listed. But what happens is, at least half of the precincts, when you're looking at vote method, you know, how they break down advanced, absentee, et cetera, you've got nothing but dashes across.
but you,
And
d-
the
but you do
dashes-
know that for, on our level, the local letter, that is on the SOVC, on the first couple of pages. So
What?
when, on the statement of votes cast that we have on our website, after we're finished, after 5 o'clock and we certify, the SOVC is converted to vote by method on the local level. So
Okay,
you can
well,
go look at the SOVC
I can
report.
get it. My point is
Okay,
that if what I'm seeing happens in every county, and I haven't found a county yet where it doesn't,
okay.
I've asked the question. I haven't seen any county that's ever gone in and checked the results that the Secretary of State is showing for your county versus, in our case, we can get the statement of votes cast. And to me, that makes absolutely no sense. And I've even asked, you know, some of the, we changed providers for who uploads the information in '24, and that's when this changed. I just find it interesting that we don't ever check. So if we does that make sense to you, what I'm saying?
So like for instance, we have the vote method breakdown by precinct for all our voters in a particular election in the statements of vote cast. Whenever our information is being transmitted to the state, it's not being, I guess, shown on the state website properly. It's just, you said it's got dashes there instead.
Yeah.
Has that happened with our Fayette County stuff before?
Oh, gosh, yes. From 24
Yeah.
on, there's dashes, and they've got a little statement up there that
Yeah.
for voter secrecy, we have in smaller, whatever
Yeah.
areas, you know, we have dashed out,
Mhm.
right, for voters. Makes no sense.
Yeah, that's the Secretary of State. Yeah, I'm sure why that would be the case, especially if we're giving them the information. I mean, we have it down here. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be showing it at the state level.
Well, me either.
Yeah.
And when I have asked, the issue is, well, you could go and ORR
And get the, yeah.
159 or whatever counties, and I've said that's ludicrous.
Yeah.
You know, that we should even have to do that. That's what you're there for,
Mm-hmm.
is to report. So, I was just asking questions to see if they knew.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think we're aware of any reason
No,
for that.
I'm sure you are. Sorry.
I mean,
And the
I
reason
don't-
for the discussion we just had, Malcolm was updating me on what he knew,
Yeah.
and he could maybe bring some insight. I don't know if it's the same thing, but
What's he
because
saying?
when you flipped over, when you started talking about providers, you lost me there. But you were talking about CITL versus the enhanced vote. Okay, so yeah, it is the same thing. So
Yeah.
if you want to turn that mic on.
Is it the red button?
Yes.
Try
Hello.
again.
I need to hear you. Talk louder, please. Thanks. I know
There
we
we go.
changed
Okay.
the people who
Yes.
uploaded the results.
So what you're referring to with the two counting groups that are showing dashes, those are almost certainly going to be the provisional counting group and the absentee by mail counting group. Those are redacted on the state website. We have nothing to do with enhanced voting and what criteria what threshold it is, but that is their stance is to maintain voter secrecy. If you have one precinct that had one absentee by mail ballot, that's public record. The Secretary of State publishes an absentee voter report. That would allow you to tie that to somebody. So Enhanced has opted to redact that information. But that is still essentially, the state's website is just a statement of votes cast, just kind of more guess aesthetically pleasing, maybe. You guys have that statement of votes cast in front of you. Maybe it's not the most aesthetically pleasing compared to what's on Enhanced, but that is what those dashes are. And you mentioned the two. It's almost certainly the absentee by mail and the provisional counting groups.
It's all of them.
If you had low turnout, that could also kick that into that threshold. If you, I don't know your guys' numbers from 2025, but particularly in the primary and the primary runoff, I would imagine you may have had precincts with fewer than 10 voters. That certainly could have let that hit that, not cleared that threshold to be displayed to the public. But I guess I would also still, at the end of the day, redirect those questions to the vendor and the Secretary of State
I
as to
think
how
the
they.
gentleman's name is Bradley Myers, is the IT person for Secretary of State?
He wears
Brad-
many
it's
hats.
Brian, what is it?
That is his name, but he wears
Yeah,
many
I've already
hats. I'm
talked
not
to
even
him.
sure what his
I've
title
already
is off the
talked to
top
him.
of
So, I'll take it further. I just wanted to know if you were aware of it.
I
Okay.
knew.
So yeah, it
I
seems
knew
like
the
they're doing the
registrar
same, they're redacting as a result to keep voter secrecy and integrity in the same way that we were treating our current provisional, the one provisional that
Correct.
seems to be redacted here. Okay.
But the issue is they've got some where they have a 1,700 total that they have got dashes all the way across, and some precincts where it had 200 and they have all the numbers spelled in. It makes no sense for their statement. But I'll take that up with them. I just wanted to see. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else. I mean, we don't need any action, any other action, so with that, I guess we could go ahead and go for adjournment, so I would have a motion.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay, adjournment does not require a second, but I will go ahead and second it. All in favor signify by saying